So I'm completely done with Anthony Joshua. I know a couple of people didn't got a hold of it already, but like this coming from the AP right here, the Associated Press. So if you're not in America or you're not, in North America, because I'm pretty much sure they're known in like Mexico and Canada. The Associated Press, like it really doesn't get much higher than the Associated Press, And New York Times put this article out. And it's funny because with all the boxing media that basically flipped a lot of the stories that happened with the zone unveiling, should I say, with Eddie Hearn and everything, like you had, I'm gonna call them out. You had Fight Hub switching, titles. You had Floyd Hype switching titles and shit. You understand? The Associated Press, this article pretty much shitted on everything they said and they labeled as far as like everything that happened with Jarrell Miller and everything else. Shout out to Blue Blood Boxing, by the way, because they basically said Blue Blood was the one that had everybody asking about Wilder. So basically nobody was asking about the Wilder fight until Blue Blood said something. That's according to the Associated Press, And I'm gonna put a link in the description here. The article states, and I quote, Anthony Joshua was welcomed by applause on the stage. He stood front and center promoting his September the 22nd bout against Alexander Povetkin. Even there, he couldn't escape the talk of a heavyweight he isn't fighting. Someone in the crowd at the opportunity and shouted, AJ, we want Wilder. Now, that's when they're talking about Blue Blood, because I seen the video. So the Associated Press is backing up everything Blue Blood is saying right here. Let me read that again. Someone in the crowd jumped at the opportunity and shouted, AJ, we want Wilder. That's Blue Blood that did that. Here's Anthony Joshua's response to that. Let them train to be a fighter and fight Deontay Wilder. Joshua told AP, it's easy talking about it. It's another thing doing it. Let that sink in for a second. He said, let them train to be a fighter and fight Wilder. It's easy talking about it. It's another thing doing it. If that don't sound like a coward to you, if that don't sound like somebody that is shook and scared, I'm sick of this dude. I'm sick of this. Not only am I sick of this dude, I'm sick of these fans taking up for this dude, man. I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick. You can say what you want about me or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Me as a fan, and he said something about fans too. But I mean, in the same terms, this sentence is about fans. I'm a boxing fan. I want to see the best fighting the best. That's what gets me hype about boxing. That's what I love doing. That's what I love spending my money on when it comes to the sport, the best fighting the best. And he's telling me if I want to see a fight with Wilder, I got to go in there and fight him. Why, bitch? You got 3 of the heavyweight titles. You got 3 of the heavyweight titles. He has that other one. You should be the first motherfucker in there trying to get the fight. But no, you telling fans to go in there and fight him your damn self. You's a scary bitch, though. I hate using that term with grown men because where I'm from, if you call a grown man a bitch, you either trying to do something to somebody when they call you a bitch, or somebody trying to do something to you. I hate calling a grown man a bitch. So that's just how I was raised. But when you say some shit like this, when you're getting paid millions of dollars to go out there and put to go out there and put titles on the line, you're getting paid millions of dollars for 40-something minutes of work. And you too much of a bitch to go in there get at least $50 million for 45 minutes of work. You basically getting paid $1 million per minute. And you too much of a bitch to do that. $1 million a minute. $1 million and some change a minute. Because like I said, it's $50 million. So you're going to make $1 million and some change per minute you're in the ring with this man. And even if you don't make the whole 12 rounds, you still getting paid $50 million. And you telling fans to train. I tell you what, I'll take Deontay Wilder. If you listening to this video, bro, I will fight you right fucking now for that $50 million. Anthony Joshua already told me, if I want to see the fight so bad and I want the fight so bad, let me get in the ring and fight you. Bro, I'll fight you right fucking now. I will fight you right fucking now. You might knock me clean the fuck out, but I will fight you right fucking now for $50 million. I don't need no back end money. You can get everything else. Just give me the $50 million. Because this dude is too much of a bitch and a coward to actually do what he gets paid to do. And the article don't stop from him, man. It don't stop. Let me go over some more shit this motherfucker said, man. This shit is... Check this out. He said, this career isn't determined. This being him. This career isn't determined by what people want. Really? Then why are you in the boxing business? Why are you fighting? Fans pay your bills, bro. Fans are the reason you are a millionaire right now. Fans viewing your fights, fans paying for tickets to your fights, fans buying merchandise, fans are paying your living wages right now. So your career is determined by what we want. That's a pretty bold fucking statement, bro. This man said, this career isn't determined by what people want. It's my career. I'll always pull for and done what was right for myself, which has ultimately led me to becoming champion. What you did is you went out and performed. What led you to be a champion is what people did for you. If people didn't keep Anthony Joshua in their mouth, before you even had your first professional fight coming out of the Olympics, that's all Britain was talking about. I remember, trust me. You even had ESPN writing about you here, saying that he's the next great Brit heavyweight, this, that, and the third. That built a fan base for you right there, a foundation right there. All you did was build upon that foundation. And you needed fans to do that. So it was the fans that built you. It was their word of mouth. It was their excitement about what you can potentially become that made you to what you are today. And basically with this statement, this career is not determined, is not determined by what people want. It's basically saying, fuck those people that made you what you are today. And I'm not even mincing my words. I'm not even mixing these words up. This career isn't determined by what people want. People wanted you to do well, you stupid bitch. People want you to do well. People wanted you to win world titles and shit like that. They said it before your first fucking fight. So if it wasn't determined by what people want, bitch, you shouldn't be in the position you in now. Hoe ass nigga. Oh my gosh, man. It's my career. I've always pulled for and done what was right for myself, which has ultimately led to becoming a champion. This dude, man. It even got everything as far as like the negotiations, how they've been going around and shit like that. Says here, Wilder accepted a flat fee of $15 million and offered Joshua a guarantee of $50 million. Plus 50% of the revenue if the fight took place in the U.S. Joshua won in England. Wilder agreed. Now, this is the New York Times, the Associated Press right here. They're not going to fabricate in the stories. These motherfuckers have fact checkers on top of fact checkers before they publish the article. All right? We've done everything, Wilder said. I can't express how much I mean by that when I say we've done everything day and night, day and night, day and night. And the only thing they've done is try to come up with plans of distracting the fans and trying to come up with plain lies. We already know what Eddie Hearn's been doing, so ain't even no need to really stress that right now. You understand? More negotiations took place. East side says something different transpired. Wilder said Joshua sent blank contracts missing the date or a place. Joshua said Wilder didn't meet the deadline. There was also a disputed rematch clause. I remember that as well. Regardless, months passed without any signed contract, leading the WBA to step in. Wilder thinks Joshua would rather fight Povetkin anyway because he's not ready to compete against the best. Now, this is Alexander Povetkin. This is what he said through his translator. Wilder has big power punch, but he likes to fight. He likes to get into the brawl a little bit. Povetkin said through a translator, Joshua is more technical, but he also has a lot of power. It would be a different approach, but they're both great fighters. Povetkin will rather fight Joshua, probably because he's going through the thoughts of fighting Wilder across his mind often. He'd be glad to get in the ring, that ring too, excuse me. They've tried 2 failed drug tests by Povetkin prevented the fight from actually happening, which is true. Povetkin defeats Josh. If Povetkin defeats Joshua, the unification discussion might change. Only time will tell. Both parties said they would want it to happen. It's just not happening this year. Joshua has Povetkin at Wembley Stadium in London. Wilder says he will also have a fight and be on the lookout for announcements soon. And basically, after that, they just go do preliminaries or shit. But all that being said, bro, a statement like this does not leave your fucking mouth, bro. I don't give a fuck. A statement like, let them train to be a fighter and fight Deontay Wilder, that don't leave your fucking mouth, bro. And like I said, the same folks that is waving pom-poms for this dude right now, he basically shit on you and everything that you helped this man become in this fucking article, bro. Like, how's that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm done with that dude. I'm done with that dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was sick of him before, but I'm completely done with him now. I'm completely done with this dude, man. I don't even give a. I want to see the fight. The fight fan in me, the boxing fanatic that I am, I want to see the fucking fight. But I don't even give a fuck if the fight even happens no. Like, I really don't. I don't give a fuck if this fight happens no more, man. This dude is a fucking coward. It's just like, I compare it to like when you was in junior high school or something like that. You had the bully, and then you had the dude that you knew ain't have no hands. In this case, Joshua got some hands, but you knew the dude was just legit scared of the bully. And you didn't want to see the bully pick on the little dude. You understand? And this is the situation I'm looking at right now. Just by everything that Joshua was saying, everything that Joshua's done in the past, everything Joshua did at that press conference. It's like Deontay Wilder's the bully and Joshua's the little dude that you don't want to see get bullied. And I'm not even making this shit up, bro. That's how I'm looking at this situation, you heard me? That's how I'm looking at this shit. It's like Deontay Wilder's the fucking bully and Joshua is just a little boy that you don't want the bully to pick on. Like, bro, pick on somebody your own side. But in this situation, this bitch got 3 of the fucking world titles. And Wilder need all of them ASAP. And this bitch ain't trying to do nothing to make that fight happen right now, bro. Talking about, I signed my side of the contract. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. And my whole thing is like this. What if Povetkin does beat this dude? That's what a lot of people ain't thinking about. Povetkin can beat Joshua. If you don't believe it, I'm sorry to tell you. This is a newsflash. Povetkin is more than capable of beating Joshua. So if Povetkin beats Joshua, then guess what? Look at all the money you done lost from not fighting the dude. First of all, look at everything that you've lost by not fighting the dude. The same people that was boosting up your ego and boosting up your head, telling you not to fight him, they not gonna have your fucking back no more, bro. You lost. You took an L. As long as you undefeated and you riding that wave, guess what? They with you. They riding that train with you. As soon as you take that fucking L, look for the majority of them people again. Because bet you gonna lose some fans. You gonna lose. Look at Manny Pacquiao. Even when Marquez knocked him clean the fuck out, you still had that small core of people. All because he didn't fight Floyd. All because he didn't fight Floyd. Yeah, he got knocked out by Marquez, but Floyd didn't do it. Floyd didn't yada, yada, yada. Soon as he lost to Floyd, you had motherfuckers in the Philippines committing suicide. You don't believe me? There's articles on it. Soon as he lost to Floyd, you had motherfuckers actually killing themselves because he lost to fucking Floyd. This is fucking ridiculous, bro. I've never heard of a fighter saying, I've never in my memory heard of a fighter saying some shit like that. Ever heard of a fighter, especially a heavyweight. I've never heard of a fighter saying some shit like that. I'm out, man. This dude ain't even worth no more of my fucking time, bro.